Well, greetings, everybody, and welcome to the 7th of May, 2026, for our game between the Futurists and the Pioneers. That's the best game on the docket on the calendar date of July 14th. This will be the 92nd game for each team. It'll be Roy Halladay against, I think it is, Will White. Sounds like the Diamonds Are Forever, right? When the Howard Hughes character was Willard White. Here's your lineup for the Pioneers. We'll be playing at the Polo Grounds. They'll be playing as the home team, which is the Pioneers in this case. And we're ready to go.
Pitching for Pioneers, Will White.
And it is indeed Will White. And here are your starting lineups for the Futurists. You see them there. Betts leading off in right. Right, the third baseman, is second. Pujols, the first baseman, bats third. Bonds in left field, batting fourth. Rodriguez, the shortstop, batting fifth. Jim Edmonds, a traveler. The Futurists represent the 21st century, but each of these teams in these 40-man rosters, and all are eligible to play in any given game. There are 12 travelers, so we put the travel in the time travel league. Edmonds is the center fielder, batting sixth. Maurer at seventh. Prince Fielder at eighth. Soriano batting ninth, and you see Will White there. He can go 150 pitches. Defensively, you see the lineup there. Gonzalez, Yelich, and Duffy. Trainer, Tejada, Baerga, and Delahanty. And Buck Ewing behind the plate. Saw Ron Juckett doing that, I think it was yesterday on his broadcast, so I thought we would just do it that way and speed up time. So Betts leading off, 220 on the year, 4 homers and 25 RBIs. And he walks to start this game. How about those Tampa Bay Rays, huh? As I record this, they are 24-12. They got a game on ESPN tonight against the Boston Red Sox. David Wright, 215, 6 homers, 30 RBIs. Sharply hit the third, and they'll get the force at second with Baerga. And Albert Pujols hitting 280, 21 homers and 62 RBIs. Trainer. Oh, we booted that one, and that's an error. That's going to put runners at first and second with 1 out. For Barry Bonds, 269, 20 homers, 57 RBIs. Stay tuned after the game. We'll have standings, recaps, statistics. Force out at first. Bonds is out at first, puts runners at second and third now for A-Rod, who's hitting 304. 22 dingers, 69 ribeyes, and 8 stolen bases. Up the middle, a base hit. That will plate 2. And it's 2-0 Futurists. It's Bet and Wright score, I think. Look at the replay on that. It was Wright and Pujols who scored. You see the replay? It was so nice we had to show it to you twice. So Jim Edmonds up 286, 12 homers, 32 RBIs. And Baerga will get to that.
2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error. Futurists 2. Pioneers coming to bat.
So let's do the lineup for the Pioneers.
Roy Halladay.
You can see there, Halladay is the pitcher. You see it there. Duffy leading off, and Haltren the DH. Delahanty at first. Luis Gonzalez, a time traveler, as is Kristen Yelich, fourth and fifth, left fielder, center fielder. Pie Trainer at third. Miguel Tejada at shortstop. You see a few more travelers on this Pioneer team because players of later generations, of course, had a little more power. Baerga is the second baseman, batting eighth. Ewing ninth. Defense for the Futurists, it's Halladay pitching. Bonds, Edmonds, and Betts in the lineup. Betts has that 9 arm. Wright, Rodriguez, Soriano, and Pujols. And Joe Mauer behind the dish. And Halladay is the pitcher. He can go 120. Got to keep that in mind as we move forward. So Duffy up. I'm going to swing away. Up the middle, a base hit. Duffy moving his batting average up to 281. He had 2 homers, 29 RBIs coming in. Van Haltren's hitting 323, although he has seen limited playing time. 2 homers and 11 ribbies. That's K. And Duffy's still at first base. Let's try to get out of the double play. Oh, he's out on a close call. So Delahanty with 2 outs batting. Up the middle, a base hit. So that stolen base costly, or that caught stealing was costly. That brings up Luis Gonzalez. 233, 11 homers and 47 ribbies. And they get the force at first.
2 hits, no errors. Futurists 2, Pioneers 0.
Joe Mauer up, hitting 280, a homer and 32 ribbies now. Delahanty to White for the first down in the top of the second. The Polo Grounds, 78 degrees with calm winds. Average hitter's park. Homers few and far between in this 1906 edition. Here's Fielder. At Sky to right. Duffy making the play. 2 outs now for Soriano. Fielder had a 254 average now, 13 and 50. Soriano's 264, 13 and 47. 13 homers, 47 RBIs. He also has 12 stolen bases. Sky to the shortstop, but it is Trainer who makes the play.
No errors. Futurists 2, Pioneers 0.
Kristen Yelich, 302. 7 homers, 36 ribbies. Foul. 302, as we were telling you. Halladay is 415 when you count that first inning. 9 and 6 on the year. His whip 1,400. That's K. That's 2 for Halladay. Halladay, of course, the last pitcher to throw a no-hitter in the postseason. And only one of 2. Don Larson being the other. He threw a perfect game in Game 5 of the 56 series. And Pied Trainer up, 257. 2 homers, 36 ribbies. He's the 6th hitter. Corners were playing in, and that allowed Wright to make a play on Trainer to Pujols for the second out for Miguel Tejada, who is 258. 5 homers, 36 ribbies. That's smoke to left field, but Bonds making the play in that vast.
Second. Futurists 2, Pioneers 0.
Plot of real estate that is left field as you see the Polo Grounds jut out. And Mookie Betts is up, top of the order. He walked in the first inning to get the 2-run inning started for the Futurists. Still hitting 220. That's K. That's the first of the day for Will White. White, 313 through the first 7 outs. 10 and 6 on the year. A 1274 whip. And that's another K for White. That is his 71st of the season. That brings up Pujols. Prince Albert smokes at the left center for a base hit. He is on board for Barry Bonds, hitting 268, 0 for 1 today. That's K.
Bonds, 1 hit, no errors. Futurists 2, Pioneers 0.
Baerga, Carlos Baerga, up for the Pioneers, hitting 264, 8 homers, 31 RBIs. Glove man for the Indians, prominently in the 90s. That's K. K's aplenty as we start this game. That's 3 now for Halladay. Go to the bottom of the order, and Buck Ewing, 2 homers, 20 ribbies, 218, and 5 stolen bases. That's a walk. First of the day for Halladay. Back to the top of the order, and Hugh Duffy, 1 for 1 now, hitting 281. Force at second on that. Rodriguez to Soriano, Yankee to Yankee, bringing up George Van Haltren, who is 0 for 1 today. Throw to first, runner back. He's being held, so not a great chance he could steal a base here. That finds the hole in right field. Duffy will come in and score on the double by Van Haltren, his 5th of the season. And the score now 2-1. Ed Delahanty, 1 for 1. Popped up, and Rodriguez makes that
1
play.
run, 1 hit, no errors. Futurists 2, Pioneers 1.
Will White back on the bump. 3 innings pitched, 2 runs, 2 hits, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. He faces A-Rod, 1 for 1 with 2 ribbies. Played the first 2 runs of the game, and this time he walks his 32nd time this season. Good base runner. They're holding him at first, so only about a 54% chance he could get to second. But first off, I'm not playing as the Futurists. I play as the home team, but I don't make a lot of decisions. I just hit CPU a lot. And Edmonds is up 0 for 1, 284. White over to second. The throw late to first, so it's just a replacement of runners at first base, and they get the first out. Joe Mauer back up, 0 for 1, hitting .279. That's up the middle, a base hit. Edmonds holds at second. And that brings up Prince Fielder, 0 for 1 on the day. That's a walk. That's 3 walks now for Will White. Bases full of Futurists for Alfonso Soriano, 0 for 1, 263. And that is a base hit. And that's going to move the Congo line around. 1 run scores. Base is still loaded, and it's 3-1. 1 out for Mookie Betts, top of the order. 0 for 1 and a walk today. And move the Congo line a little more. Duffy with a misplay is going to move everybody up 2 bases instead of 1. And it's 5-1. And I got the hook ready for Mr. Will Wright. And I'm looking to see who I can put in. It's going to be Tony Mullane.
Pitching for Pioneers, Tony Mullane.
7:59, 2-1 on the year, 10 2/3 innings pitched. He faces David Wright, and he'll try to put out the fire here for the Futurists in the 4th. Grounder Tejada, and he cannot handle it. 3rd error of the game for the Pioneers makes it 6-1. Now it's a 2-swing game, and Albert Pujols up. Number 3 hitter, 1 for 2 on the day. Trainer, 2 by Erga to get the force at second, and another run scores. It's 7-1. That brings up Barry Bonds. Danger here, Cherie. By Erga with another boot. My goodness. It is 4 errors on the game now for the Pioneers in just 4 innings. Nasty, nasty, nasty. How many errors is that? That's 3 in this inning, it looks like. A-Rod up, 1 for 1. That's a base hit. Pujols scores, and the onslaught continues at 8-1. And Jim Edmonds is up 0 for 2. Trainer, out.
6 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors. Futurists 8, Pioneers 1.
So a pall being casted on the Polo Grounds as the Futurists pick up 6 in the top of the 4th to take an 8-1 lead. But you never know. Pioneers could scramble back. Here is Gonzalez, 0 for 1 on the day, hitting .233. And that went to first base. But Gonzalez was retired. Christian Yelich, 301, 0 for 1 on the day. Right, Pujols, second out. And Pie Trainer, 0 for 1. Rodriguez, an error to A-Rod. We'll get charged for that, and the brigade of errors continues. And it brings up Miguel Tejada at 0 for 1 and 257. Pujols will take that to the bag and assist
no
it.
hits, 1 error. Futurists 8, Pioneers 1.
So we have had 9 runs, 9 hits, and 5 errors in this game. Joe Mauer is up 1 for 2, 282. And he's got another base hit. Single for Mauer, moving him up to 284. Prince Fielder is 254, 0 for 1 and a walk. And that smoked the right center for a base hit. 8 hits now for the Futurists. And Alfonso Soriano is now up. That's hit well to right. Duffy coming in hard, makes the play. 1 out. Mookie Betts, we go to the top of the order. 4th time up for Betts already. Tejada, Baerga, Delahanty. See you later.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors. Futurists 8, Pioneers 1.
Bottom of the 5th, and Carlos Baerga up 0 for 1 and a K. That's K number 2 for him now. That's 5 total now for Roy Halladay. And Buck Ewing is hitting 218. 2 homers, 20 RBIs. He walked in the 3rd. And he'll get on with an error in the 5th inning, as Wright makes the 2nd error for the Pioneers. That brings up Hugh Duffy. Duffy hits this well to right center, but the Polo Grounds a very deep place to try to hit one out. That's an out. The 2nd out for the Pioneers, bringing up George Van Haltren, 1 for 2. That's also hit well to center, but that's the wrong park to hit one to center very well.
Futurists 8, Pioneers 1.
So 8-2 going to the 6th inning. And David Wright up, hitting 0 for 3 today and 213 on the season. Another K for Mullane, his first. He's at 32 pitches. He can go 70. Came in relief a couple of innings ago for Will White. And Albert Pujols is up again. His 4th trip up. That's a walk. 46 walks for Pujols on the season, bringing up Barry Bonds. 0 for 3 and a K. His average down to 266 now. A little confab at the mound before we pitch to one of the great hitters of all time. That's a base hit that's going to go all the way to the wall, and it's going to be a double for Bonds, his 13th of the year. Now, A-Rod is up again. He has already had 3 RBIs today. 2 for 2 and a walk. Tejada makes the play, but another run scores to make it 9-1. And Barry Bonds is at 3rd now for Jim Edmonds, 0 for 3. Skied to right. Duffy will make the play at the warning track.
1 hit, no errors. Futurists 9, Pioneers 1.
Delahanty up, 1 for 2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Long way to go for the Pioneers in a short time to get there. And that's a bunt, and a beautiful one. And that's going to get Delahanty aboard, bringing up Luis Gonzalez, who's 0 for 2 today. Hit well to center, but that's a graveyard for fly balls. And Edmonds making the putout for the 1st out. Christian Yelich is 0 for 2. And that's to right field for a base hit. He is on board with a single. And Pie Traynor, 0 for 2. Confab at the mound. Halladay is up to 89 pitches. Hit well to right. Off the wall. Delahanty and Yelich will score on a double for Traynor, his 16th of the year. It is now 9-3. Tejada, 0 for 2. 257. And that's a walk. So Halladay in a little bit of a jam here. Now faces Carlos Baerga. 0 for 2 today. Hot smash.
2
Double
runs,
play.
3 hits, no errors. Futurists 9, Pioneers 3.
4-6-3 double play gets the Futurists out of the sixth. 9-3 your score. If this was football, it'd be a battle of field goals. Joe Maurer up 2 for 3. Now hitting .284. That's an out. Mullane to Delahanty. Prince Fielder 1 for 2 and a walk. That's K. That's 2 on the day. And Buck Ewing will be up first for the Pioneers in the bottom of the seventh. But it's Alfonso Soriano up now, 1 for 3. And a ribby. Tejada, Delahanty, side retired.
No hits, no errors. Futurists 9, Pioneers 3.
I think I'll put in a new pitcher for the Pioneers to start the eighth, but right now we have Buck Ewing. 0 for 1 on a walk, hitting .218. That's a walk. That is 3 on the day for Halliday. And Hugh Duffy up again, 1 for 3. I'll try a hit and run here. Didn't think they would look for it. Oh, and out. You sent a runner when you shouldn't have. Duffy is 1 for 3 on the day, hitting .280, 35 stolen bases. They try a bunt, which is unsuccessful. And George Van Halteren is 1 for 3. That's a base hit. Betts fumbles the ball around, and that's an error on him. So that's the third error for the Futurists. Futurists are playing down to the level of the Pioneers fielding-wise. And Ed Delahanty is up, hitting .317, 2 for 3 today. Skied to right. Betts close to the wall, makes the play.
1 runs, 1 hit, 1 error. Futurists 9, Pioneers 3.
And with that, I am going to bring in the Old Hoss Radbourne.
Pitching for Pioneers, Old Hoss, Radbourne.
1-0, 3.12 ERA, 8.2 innings pitched. His whip is rather pathetic at 1962, the year John Glenn went into orbit on Friendship 7. And Mookie Betts is up, 1 for 3, a walk and a ribeye. Right back to Radbourne, who was also a pretty good hitter. And Delahanty with the put out. 1 gone for David Wright, who is now 0 for 4, 212. That's hit well to left, and Gonzalez will get to that. Albert Pujols, 1 for 3, 280. That's
Nothing
K.
across in the top of the 8th. Futurists 9, Pioneers 3.
So if Holiday had 117 pitches, he could go 120. They're leaving him out there with the sizable margin in the game right now. And Luis Gonzalez is hitting .231. And I think I'm going to make a move here. I'm looking for anybody. Right now, but we're going to go Jim Whitney, who is a pitcher, but he's also a good hitting pitcher because he played back in the 19th century.
Pioneers, Jim Whitney.
When pitchers did hit well, Whitney can hit righties .271. He's only had 1 at bat the whole season. And that's a K. Yelich, the center fielder, is 1 for 3. Skied to right, off the wall, and Yelich has his double, his 9th. That brings up Pie Trainer at .258 on the season, 1 for 3, a double and 2 ribeyes today. Holiday being left in. He's going to have to gut it out. He's at 130 pitches now. And he faces Miguel Tejada, who is 0 for 2 in a walk today. That's
No
K.
runs, 1 hit, no errors. Futurists 9, Pioneers 3.
And we have a lot of players who could play left field, as you see there. We're going to move Yelich to left. And Billy Hamilton, sliding Billy Hamilton, will play center field for the Pioneers for this inning. Unless he gets hurt. And Barry Bonds is 1 for 4 on the day, a double and a K. And he's on board with his 55th walk of the season. A-Rod, 2 for 3, a walk and 4 ribbies. Hit well to left, and Yelich gets to that, and that's the first out. Edmonds, 0 for 4 on the day, 281. Right back to Radbourn. There's a second. Don't you love that name, Old Hoss Radbourn? And Joe Mauer is 2 for 4, hitting 283. Trainer. Oh, no, an infield single for Mauer. So a little more work to do for Old Hoss. And Fielder is up 1 for 3, 255. Skied to right. And Duffy gets to that. Mariano Rivera coming on for the Futurists. Not a save situation.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, Futurists 9, Pioneers 3. Pitching for Futurists, Mariano Rivera.
So Baerga up 0 for 3. Mariano 12 saves now. I would assume he's still leading in the number of saves in the Time Travel League because there's not a lot of save situations with pitchers, a lot more pitchers being available to go 9 innings. He's 429 on the year, hittable, 2-3 record, and his whip is 1402. So Baerga up, Soriano to Pujols, 4 out number 1, 2 left to get. We will pinch hit for Buck Ewing. And we do have another catcher, by the way. I'm pouring through all these pinch hitters, and we're going to go with Gary Sheffield.
Pinch hitting for Pioneers, Gary Sheffield.
Sheffield on the season is 283, 12 homers, 58 RBIs. Has seen limited action as of late. Smoke to left field. Bonds near the track making the play. And it all comes down to Hugh Duffy to keep the game going for the Pioneers. He's 1 for 4 today, hitting 279. That's your game. Win number 55 for the Futurists is a 9-3 verdict.
The final score from Polo Grounds, Futurists 9, Pioneers 3, Roy Halladay picks up the win, he is now 10-6, Will White picks up the loss, he is now 10-7 on the season. Time of the game, 3 hours, 6 minutes.
No homers, and A-Rod is your MVP of this game. So we'll play out the other games on this Saturday, the 14th of July, using the 1990 calendar, but it is what it is, I guess. So here we go. The Niners, who have been on a roll as of late, lose 3-1 to the Stars. Winfield with his 12th homer. The Ironman 8-4. Simmons 3 for 5 and a home run. He is up to 23. The Aces 8-7 as Rudolph beats Fernando, and Roger Connor goes 2 for 4 with 2 triples. The Wings 4-2 winners over the Spirits. That's the 50s team. Freddie Lynn 2 for 4 and a homer. And the Explorers beat the Sultans 6-1. The Explorers have fallen a little bit. They are a ways away out of the playoff positioning. They're 3 games out of the wild card. And it was Perry over Vance. So we'll go through what this means to the standings. The A group is a very tight group with the Niners finding their winning ways. They're only 8 back of the Wings. The Aces 3 back, the Pioneers 4 back, the Dead Ballers 5 back, and the Explorers are 6 back. Futurists lead by 5 over the Sultans. Spitfires 11 back, the Stars 11 back. The Ironmen have fallen off a cliff and are 14 back, and the 70s Spirits 17 back. The wildcard teams right now would be the Sultans and the Aces, with the Pioneers 1 back, the Dead Ballers 2 back, the Explorers 3 back, the Niners 5 back. So a very interesting race. as we try to finish up this season and get you to the playoffs 1 week at a time. Rogers Hornsby, and Ted Williams now tied with the batting lead at 331. Walter Johnson for the 1910s Aces at 173. Lou Gehrig has retaken the lead in home runs at 28. Grover Alexander, 13 wins. Stan Musial back on top of Ribbies at 81. As we were talking about during the game, Mariano Rivera with 12 saves leads John Wetland of the Niners. Joe Morgan is your stolen base leader at the moment with 36 thefts. Roger Clemens and Bob Feller are tied with 133 strikeouts. Slugging percentage has Babe Ruth leading by 21 1,000th of a point. And Frank Tanana has given up the most home runs, 36 this season. The Ironmen are still the best batting team. The Pioneers, the best pitching team. And the Stars, still your best fielding team. Hope you enjoyed today's game. This has been Big Paulie coming to you, wishing you well. Godspeed and God bless. We'll do it all again soon, and bye-bye for now, everybody.